Time for Good Morning Angels, and this morning's story, quite an interesting one, and one that concerns a 3-year-old boy that desperately needs help. Moms, tell us about Smolo.
Smolo is a little boy. He lives with his mom and his 2 uncles and then his brothers, his granny. This little boy, basically, as we know it, has water on the brain. And they're really concerned about him because he needs to get some help with that.
In studio with us this morning is Warren Janish, and it's their farm. The little boy lives on their farm with his family. Warren, nice to meet you, man.
Morning.
Listen, all right, so give us reality here. You know, we can listen to medical terms and what the doctors say. What did you observe?
So, it was 1 about 3 years ago, and he always had a big head, you know. And I always thought, like, what is this? What's wrong? And he started about a year ago having seizures. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. And then I heard through Debbie that Dr. Chula offered a program of some sort to help kids and more Good Morning Angels, and thought, let me apply and see if maybe I can help this guy with an operation or something.
You say it's getting worse. Is it now a weekly occurrence that there's
I'd say probably
fits?
Yeah, every 2 weeks or so. And he's a really nice kid, he's very clever and bright.
But
it's
how,
great.
how incredible that you've been splitting the costs with your neighbor
Yeah.
to help this little boy, little small.
This family means a lot to me. I grew up with them since I was 7. I speak their language. I play soccer with them. It's a big part of my life to help people and stuff. And this family means a lot to me. So
How old are you?
I'm 20 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's assisting it, he's getting involved with his
Getting
community.
involved.
Now, Mudir, we have a very clever man here. You know, when people say, what do you think you are? Neurosurgeon. Well, we actually have a neurosurgeon.
Yeah, we're actually in the presence of that of such greatness, Dr. Duncan Chula, and you've got a very clever brain, but it's your heart that has you here sitting with us in the Good Morning Angel studio this morning. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm humbled with the welcoming, especially in the presence of greatness.
Please.
All
So,
right.
Dr. Chula, you've met little Smolo.
Yes.
This little boy, 3 years old, is struggling with his balance. He's got trouble standing, loss of bladder control, all these headaches, blurred vision, and this can all be sorted out with this one op that he's been waiting for years.
Yes, that's the whole point of doing the operation.
So now, doctor, will you please do little Smolo's operation?
I have offered my hands already. Just waiting for theatre time.
Yes.
All right. So, Warren, we've got the hands.
Yes.
What else is needed?
In terms of talking about the procedure, so we said there will be a shunt, which is some sort of specialized pipe. It's already organized with a company, which they're going to deliver it at theatre on Thursday morning.
Whoa.
Right? And then we do have theatre time in one of the private hospitals with an anesthetist on board.
You know, that's how we know the Operation
see.
Healing Hands guys. Eh? That's how they sort things out. So basically, it's sorted. He's getting the op. It's done.
Yes, we just have to get to Thursday now.
That's amazing.
So what do you say now, Mr. Janish?
This is great stuff, man. Been waiting for this for a long time. It means a lot because he's been struggling for so long, and it's not fair for someone born into poverty like that to suffer just because something out of the blue happened to him like that. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
And what will you be telling his mom when you get home?
Oh, she's gonna be happy, eh? Yeah, she's been waiting a long time for this, because she just wants to have a normal kid, and something like this is just really amazing. So she's gonna be over the moon.
Well, as a mom, I can tell you, if your child is in pain, you cannot function.
Of course.
As a mother, you cannot function.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's going to mean a lot to the whole family.
Definitely.
So thank you for everything you guys have done up to this point.
No, it's only a pleasure.
The doctors are now taking it out of your hands and sorting it out once and for all. Dr. Chula, on behalf of everyone at Good Morning Angels, thank you, and thank you again, and also to Operation Healing Hands. What can we say? Wow.
Amazing work. Thank you so much. And we wish you all the best for the important work that you're going to do on this little boy. And we really want to catch up with you after and see how everything went.
It's a great pleasure.